Hey, what's up guys? Jason here for Technobok Unboxings. Today I've been lucky enough to receive my LG Nexus 4, the E960. It's a device I've been waiting for ages. Of course, you guys probably know in the South African market we don't get this device, it doesn't come here at all. So the only way to get something like this bad boy is to actually either go overseas yourself, or if you know someone coming, get them to bring it for you. It's available in quite a few parts of Europe, as well as of course the US and Canada. I've also ordered with it the LG Nexus 4 bumper case and a DBrand vinyl skin. The vinyl skin can be found at DBrand.com. It's a pretty awesome looking thing. I've actually fitted it to the device. I couldn't wait to get into it. I have actually unboxed it to check it out, but I've put it back in the box and I'll show you what it looks like with the skin on. Of course, LG supply the device with that really cool shimmery glass panel back that it has on it. But I just thought for the extra protection the DBrand skin will offer and the cool new look that it gives, it was something I wanted to do to mine, so I'll show you how that looks. I went for the black titanium edition. It goes with international shipping at $13 and it took about 2 weeks to get to South Africa. I think if you were in the US or Canada, you'll obviously get it much quicker, probably than a couple of days. But let's dive straight into this device. I want to give a huge shout out to my buddy Hershey Groner for helping me organize the device and helping me bring it down. Really cool, this thing. I've been waiting for it for a long time, and before this I was using the Samsung Galaxy Note, which is also a nice device, the original Note, but after a while I got a bit tired of the size and I thought I want to move to something running the latest specs, so this is something really cool to use as my everyday device. What I decided is for protection, and because I really like the look of it, to try this bumper case, and when I saw it arrive, it's really worth the $20 it costs. Is quite a hefty price for something that's just ultimately a thin plastic sort of side to the phone, but they integrate actual buttons on it, which look like the ones on the device, your volume rocker and your power button, as well as the silver sides, and it just fits into the device. You can see that this thing has been made directly to go onto the device itself, and it's been designed for the device, unlike an aftermarket accessory that you'll end up finding using a TPU brand kind of style gel case or something like that. Even though they are also great, Nilkin and a few other companies do make some great cases, this one is ultimately, I would say, the best. It doesn't of course protect the back, but that's where the DBrand skin comes in. Well, let's jump straight into the unboxing of it. Quite a nice looking box they actually give you. It just tells you it's running the very best of Google. It's beyond smart, the phone. It comes with a 4.7-inch IPS display, a cutting-edge quad-core processor. It's also got 2 gigs of RAM on board, so it's very fast. Totally wireless, which is quite nice. You've got Android Beam, where you can use your NFC to tap it to another NFC-enabled device and send info, as well as use things like wireless charging. That's an accessory I'm still keen to try out, but I haven't got that yet, is the wireless charge orb, which was designed for this phone. But let's jump straight into the box here. It's a real nice box. It's quality sort of feel. You can feel it's a good device. And there, straight on top, you get the device itself, which I think looks amazing. I mean, it's got this sort of smoked chrome kind of bezel around it, as well as a really clean design. You can virtually, under most lighting conditions, you don't even see the display being differentiated too well from the actual borders of the phone, because it's so cleanly put together. I really think it looks good. Let's just pop it out there a sec. Put the device down 1 second and I'll show you what's in the box. Top there you're getting the device. Inside you get your Nexus 4 quick start guide. So there's the quick start guide, then of course your power charging block. In this case of course it's the US edition one I'm using, so it's come with US pins, but I do have the flat to round head plug adapter for it to use in the South African market, as well as you getting this little SIM ejector tool, just something simple to pop out the SIM card. Designed much like the iPhone, the SIM card, being that it's a non-removable back, the SIM card is located on the left side of the device, and you just literally pop the SIM pin into the little hole there that's provided, and the SIM tray pops out. You put in your micro SD SIM and you're ready to go. It's fully unlocked worldwide, quad band. It will run on any sort of GSM network. I think it'll even run on the WCDMA networks. On it here, there's the regular sort of micro USB to USB sync charge cable, as we used to see with all our Android devices. And so yeah, it'll run on all the networks. It'll of course run 3G networks. The only thing that it misses in most climates is LTE support. Not too big a deal for me, as LTE is not too widely spread in South Africa yet, but apparently in certain, I think some of the Canadian markets, there are certain carriers that support the band of LTE it works with, as well as a few people who have done hacks and things to actually get it to work on an LTE basis. But otherwise, that's been one of the drawbacks of this device. Apart from that, the build of it is awesome. The way it runs is awesome. It's got, of course, the Qualcomm Snapdragon S4 Pro processor, which is really fast, especially as paired to the 2 gigs of RAM. It runs fluently. There at the back, I'm just going to give you a quick description and a little bit of a show here. That's what the black titanium DBrand skin looks like. Really awesome. You stick it on. Once you've lined it up with your camera of the device, it sticks on. It looks like it's actually been designed for it, and it's got a bit of a sort of, almost feels like a bit of a textured wood, or kind of like a light aluminium layer. Really nice. So that's the look of the device itself. I'm just going to quickly snap on the bumper protective case just to show you how this will fit in. Completely molds to the phone, which I like. Once it's clipped in there, it looks like it's completely part of the phone. You can see it's been designed for it. It doesn't look like it's something you can actually differentiate at all, which is nice, and it protects your charging ports. It's got the chrome bezel around it. I really like it, like a sort of an aluminium-y kind of bezel on it. Although it's a plastic bumper, it actually feels like a really high-grade material. Once we get into the device, mine has been on, so I'll just show you what it's like. You unlock it. Of course, you got your very vanilla Android 4.1 experience going on here, and a really nice experience. To use this device is really great. I've been using a lot of Android phones, but this is one of the few that I can say this vanilla experience really works smoothly. Everything's fast on it. You flip through menus, it just works. Of course, you got Google Now. You slide up the home key, jump straight into Google Now, where it'll come up with your settings. You can ask it things like, you can ask it, for example, what's the weather like in Cape Town?
It's 11 degrees with light rain in Cape Town.
And there's the report coming through. Google Now has got amazing applications. I've used it to track flights and do a whole lot of other stuff. Of course, I've kitted it up with WhatsApp. I've kitted it up with my Viber on it. And I use Endomondo sports tracking, one of the best, I would say, sports tracking location-based services, which is really nice. I've got my Instagram accounts, my Hangouts, running Google Chrome, Google Drive, all the Google apps. As well as I've downloaded things like, which are actually quite clever. I'm going traveling soon. I've got Google Translate. You can literally type any phrase in any language and put it into another language, use it while you're traveling. When you pull down the notification shade, you'll get your regular notifications, but on top of that, if you pull it down with 2 fingers, when it catches on I'm using 2 fingers, you'll get the other notification shade, and that there shows you your settings, your brightness, all that kind of stuff. You can jump straight into the menu here, and you'll see the device itself is running Android World 4.2.2, the version, and that's of course receiving Nexus updates straight from Google, so real-time updates coming really fast. Here's 4.2.2 on the display. As you can see, everything's smooth on this device. There's no lag. It just runs. So it's really nice. And yeah, it's overall, I like the lock screen pattern when you turn the display off. Overall, I would recommend this device if you're going for a phone, and especially if you want one that's unlocked and not linked to any carrier or any contracts. For the price of, I've gone for the 16 gig model, $350. Once you added in a little bit of taxes, some shipping and the bumper cover, I ended up at $416. But for the power of this device, if you're not going for the contract option, you just can't beat it. I've looked through a lot of devices. You're getting some brands out there like Blue Mobile Phones, a couple of others that are offering sort of rival products which are also unlocked and carrier free. Which there's some great ones out there, but I think the Nexus 4, the fact that it's LG's Nexus range, that it's Google's Nexus range, and that LG have done such a great job of putting it together, I'd recommend it to anyone going for an unlocked phone. So if you're either like me, you're in South Africa and you got family or friends that can send it to you or bring it down, or you're from a part of the world where you do get this device, I'd definitely recommend going for it. Thanks again guys for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and like my videos, and I'll continue posting up more as I get more devices to check out. See you guys soon. Cheers.